Hold on. Where's my phone? Oh, my phone's here.
Comes a new challenger.
Oh my gosh, mine.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Mine can be a bit annoying for quite annoying.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Parries the attack and player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Both players with no drive in the tank. Jumps in! This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Squeezes the gauge. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 doesn't have a... Oh, burnout triggered! This got a super hard. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. It's a good spot to use the super. The big flex, the broken jaw, Shin Shoryuken. Player 2 might have just shifted this round into high gear. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to tank. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge and whips. They're wide open. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. In with the crossover. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's the distance? Filthy crossover. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
It is what it is, bro. Come on, game.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh my gosh, Julie.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Alright. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. No good up high. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. The throw connects for counter hit damage. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Neither of them willing to back off. Drive gauge finally recovers. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Left off a projectile to waste time. Taking stock. Player 2 chases them down. A drive impact could end it all here. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Sees it coming and blocks it out. The jump-in is denied.
My turn.
Player 1, burnout activates. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 1 has an empty drive through. Oh, burnout triggered. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Knockout and max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the strong critical. What's gonna happen? Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Okay, hit the drive. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Who's gonna take it? What a finish! That was catch as catch can.
Rashid. First are unfettered. Arcade. Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Knockdown. Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Checks them with a projectile. Decides to buff up while they can. Player 2 got smothered that round. They'll need to shake it off and show some more adaptation. Still very early in the round. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Player 1 chases them down. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. OD Whirlwind to up the ante. Anything could happen here. A quick breather. A drive impact could end it all here. Jumps up. Goes for the jump in. Start the push with a Radiant Cycle. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Player 1 might have just shifted this round into high gear. Life lead is there, but still throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Both sides getting ready. They gotta dig down deep. Oh my god, they just, what a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Feeling a real buzz. Sets up with the jump in. Oh, they're in the corner now. Oh, putting the cherry on top. What will they do next? Keeps them out. Any throw will whiff at that range. Nothing stops this train. That corner is starting to look scary. And then boom! Puts both teeth into that super escape kick. The low. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 is it burns out. Dangerous range here. So solid with a mixer anti-air. Whirlwind shot. Nice fireball. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Jump! Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Oh, they changed sides! Take that guard away, he's maxed out! Looking for a hole. That corner is starting to look scary. The jump in is denied. Jump! What a finish!
Say that shit, Jamie.
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Low heavy. Jumps in. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Strings it all together. Will that drive impact get punished? Goes in on the impact for nothing. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Will we see a drive impact? KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit. So were they baiting them into that? That combo did decent damage. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to tank. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Big opportunity now in this corner. There's a change of sides. Uses the target combo as a filler. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Jumps. Uses the gauge for a super art.
Prepare for turbulence!
Uses the gauge for the
Prepare for turbulence,
They're
bro.
not playing around here. A quick breather. They're hurt big time. Scores a counter hit with the OD mixer. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. A jump? All in with a rush. KO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Ken. No, it's not Ken, real.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Deals some damage with that quick combo. All right. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. The jump in catches them. Surprises them with a drive rush. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. OD Whirlwind to up the ante. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Gets the jump in. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Had the radar up and running. Doing some quick planning. Going in. Jump. She's making the chat go nuts with OD spinning mixer. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire lift. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Tempest put it's a good spot to use the super. Player 2 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Oh, burnout triggered. There's a burnout. Solid use of Tempest. Oh,
Nice.
what a finish. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Special online. Here comes a new challenger.
Oh my god, Cammy, fuck. It's a fucking Cammy. Later I may switch back to JP. My JP is currently diamond. Yeah, so yeah. Game. Are you there, game? Alright. Game.
Here comes a new
Oh my god. Why do you have to use my former favorite main
This is going to be a
character?
5-star match. Get ready for history to be made. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. That was a solid anti-air. There's a corner switch. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Can't tech the throw? Knockdown. The jump in is denied. Their life is looking critical and they can't rely too much on drive either. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. This stunt KO.
Nice.
Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Left off a projectile to waste time. Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. There's a change of sides. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Going in? Breaks the block with a throw. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Flawless round. They got him so quick. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. The drive impact is denied. Blocks the impact. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. The match knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Keeps them out. Good decision with that throw. Oh, they switched. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. That corner is starting to no critical arc now. Here comes Trips them with a critical. Such a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. Gets them in the air. That was a fight heard round.
10.
I haven't used Ken in a long ass time.
Here comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Ooh, what's this? Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Left off a projectile to waste time. The pressure is so intense here. Heading into the NKO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Can't tech the throw. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. Player 1 chases them down. Going in. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. From upstairs. Scrapping it out, hits them with a stop and pop. Both fighters have a full suit, uses the gauge for a super arm. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Shin, Ryu, Rippa! Back to the corner. Are we gonna play impact peekaboo? Nothing but air. Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Keeps fighting ahead. Burnout activates. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Player 2 in dire straits. This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Reads the jump in perfectly. What now? Gets the counter hit. Goes to the air. Excellent block. Player 2 is in burnout state. Abarian drops him hard. Looking for a hold. Both sides getting ready. Drops them. Clutch, anti-air. Noticeable life with the full snipe. Denies the jump in. Player 2, quick air to air. A jump in? This is gonna hurt. Are you kidding
Take
me?
that shit, fucking Akuma, Kibayan, jump like fucking frog.
It's gonna be watching replays for this one.
Jump like a fucking frog, come on. I dare you to jump like a fucking frog.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost
And
underway.
back to the basic.
Round 1.
Fuck Jamie.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Starts with a jump in. Player 2 has the life lead. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. That was a solid anti-air. The jump in is denied. Taking stock. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Nails the anti-air. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap further. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they're in there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Grabs them. Does a good job of pushing back. Jumps. Hits them with a stop and pop. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. A drive impact could end it all here. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Sets up with the jump in. Player 2 has the deck stacked against... genius read with that throw escape. You've got to be mindful. In there! Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Gets the crossing. Solid combo. Throws him. What's next? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. The jump in catches them. A gutsy fireball gives them the
Oh my
round.
gosh, I almost reached that
Player
fucking
1
shot, man.
picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Renverse. The hit throw connects. Hits them with a stop and pop. Connects with the renverse to boost their metal level. Player 2 will look to apply. There's a wall splash. He can't do anything now. Bring in the heat. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. They're thinking of scoring big off experiencing burnout. Player 2 has burnout activates. There's a change of size. Sets up with the jump in. They back the opponent into the corner. Now crowns them in there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Manages to block the jump in attack. Ooh, what a smart throw. Pumps nothing but air. Rushes in. Big time whip. Dragon Lash. Both sides. This unleashes some big damage. The throws are looking potent enough. Now this is gonna hurt. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Keeps him out. Drive impact misses. Only the best of players can come back from this. This is going to hit for a critical arc. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their lifelong, but also their nerves. Player tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Looking for a hold. Close range projectile. That corner is starting to look scary. But denies the jump in. It is over. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, tough.
JP.
Let's go, JP. It's time for you to shine.
Now,
And but out from the bet, I got VU.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Not VU 10.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move.
Thank you. Haha. Right.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes air to air to deny them a chance. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can fight. This is a huge chance to make a field. Taking stock. Peppers them with a Psycho Blitz. Big opportunity coming. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hand a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Anti-air drops them. 3-volt? Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They decide to take a... They're going for the super art?
Yeah, dude.
Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Will we see a drive impact? KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Jumps in. Blocks the impact. Match just started. It's anyone's game. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Time to reassess the situation? Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 is a good spot to use the super. This is out the full game for the Psycho team. Didn't anyone tell you? Shut up and be tenderized. Okay, here we go. Press them. No! Send off the wall! This is gonna hurt. Closes it out. Player 2 wasn't...
Here comes a new challenger.
Hey, fuck lah, can you stop giving me Jamie or not? Bye.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going. Let's go!
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Decides to go in with the target combo. There's a point. Still slugging it out here. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player 2 chases them down. Takes the chance to KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Long low attack hits. OD Psycho uppercut puts them on the ropes. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Opts for the free flow kicks to get a... What'll happen here? Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drink level maxed out. With burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to take. Good shot. It's a good spot. Use the super. It's time to train. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill her. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. That was a clinic on how a...
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. still slugging it out here. Both fighters' drive gauges are empty. Let's see how this affects the neutral game. Player 1, in that dangerous burnout state, gets the jump in. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They saw a path and they took it. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Absorbs the attack and fires back. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Hits them with a 1-2-3. Grabbing it out up close. Hammers them with the uses the gauge for a super arm.
Oh man, better look away because when Ed's training in the chamber, it can get very ugly.
Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here.
Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter.
They must have a game plan here with a burnout.
Expect the tempo of the match to change.
Hold your breath.
Crowns them from above.
Like this is gonna... No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100...